What's up, everybody? Welcome to our channel, Honest Hockey Takes. What a game we experienced here.
Wow, yeah, Team Canada, what a game for a gold medal. Like, winning in that fashion in overtime, absolutely crazy. Kind of crazy that this tournament ends in a 3-on-3 overtime for a gold medal at stake, but it was a lot of fun, and just hats off to Team Canada. Got to give credit to the guy with the golden goal, one of Hohen's favorite players, Dylan Guenther, Mr. Arizona Coyote prospect. What a game from him today. Basically single-handedly won it for Canada. 2 goals, 1 assist, in on every single goal they had today. It was just absolutely wild.
I was just so happy that Dylan Guenther came out flying today. They needed another hero. I always knew there was another hero, and that's Dylan Guenther. I'm so happy Connor Bedard didn't get a single point today. Thank God.
Yeah, this was quite a shocking game, actually. I mean, Canada managed to win despite Connor Bedard being pointless. Kind of just shows you that other guys were able to step up, and this team proved to be deeper than just Connor Bedard, which was nice. That being said, as expected, Connor Bedard was named tournament MVP. I mean, the guy put up 23 points this tournament. One of the best tournaments we've seen from an individual player since Peter Forsberg back like 20-something years ago. Absolutely unreal, and just this kid's one hell of a player.
Yeah, he's going to be a franchise superstar. There's no question about that. The way he can fly with that speed, coordinate the puck with that speed is insane. So he's gonna match guys, superstars like Connor McDavid and Nathan McKinnon out there. It's gonna be very fun to watch. Who is gonna get this player?
Yeah, and that shot, what a shot. Like,
Oh
that
my
wrist
gosh.
shot he has is just something special.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun for the last 2 weeks to watch that.
But how about those Czech Republic team, eh? That
Yeah,
Czech Republic team
I got to clap for the Czechs.
like they played Canada so well in that finals,
well.
and they even beat them in that one game.
Yeah,
as well.
5-2 in the
Yeah.
opening game of the tournament. Like, Czechia was just so darn impressive, especially in net with Sohanik. Man, that guy stood on his head the whole tournament. He played every single game. Man, it was kind of heartbreaking, even though we're both Canadian and it's obviously good to see Canada win. It was kind of heartbreaking to see this guy lose because he was just so great all tournament.
To be honest with you, I was cheering for Czech Republic because I want them to win.
The underdog story?
The underdog
Yeah.
story.
They were a really likable team this year.
They're a
Not
very
gonna lie.
likable team, and they just to me they deserved it more because Canada won because they got Connor Bedard. To be honest with you, but Czech, I thought they played a very well structured team game. They all bought in. They all look great. Like,
Oh, it's unreal. Like,
Yeah.
their team was just really deep, a lot deeper than we expected. I wish I'd taken more of the Czech players in our pool. I'm sure Hohen does too, because these guys were absolutely insane in this tournament. Guys like Yuri Kulich, Buffalo Sabres prospect, was just unreal. The guy scored 7 goals this tournament. I mean, I think he was second to Connor Bedard. Like, it was absolutely unreal. Hats off to that guy. He's going to be one heck of a player.
their defense.
And their defense, man, their defense. Stanislav Savzil and David Juracek, Columbus Blue Jackets, for both those guys. They could play together in the NHL for the Jackets on the same D pairing. That would be so sick to have that Czech connection.
Yeah, it's good job, Columbus. You actually got some good defense coming up in your system. Now you can trade Gavrikov to the Oilers now, huh?
Dude, they're going to be set for a while. That is a really good thing to build through the back end. And just Czech Republic is doing great things, and I hope that their program is not a one-off. I hope that they're good for a while to come because they were a lot of fun to watch this
Yeah,
year.
I wasn't. That is one of the teams I did not expect to go that far. I
No.
definitely expected teams like Finland and Sweden to go further than
Always,
they did.
yeah, always expect that.
But definitely not Czech Republic. It's really good to see them in the finals. Some a brand new team.
New blood, yeah.
new
You got to
blood.
get the new blood in there. It's boring if it's the same 3 teams every year that medal.
Yeah.
First time these guys got a medal in like over 17 years. Absolutely wild, and like just hats off to them. What a tournament, and just so proud of that team.
Yeah, personally, that is the most impressive story in this whole World Juniors this year.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now for the bronze medal match, 3rd place. What a game this was. I mean, I know Hohen was watching this game like a hawk. Like, this game was wild.
It was insanely crazy because every time I took my eyes off the screen, there's
was
a goal.
another goal.
There's another goal. Like, literally, I'm like, how many goals can they score? I joked with this guy. This is probably going to go to 8-8.
Close.
It got pretty close. But, yeah, I mean, at the time when I said that, I think they just tied it 6-6. So it was crazy. I don't know what happened with the defense. I don't know what happened with the defensive coverage in that game. Everyone just decided they want to just go full send on these. Both teams decided they just want to go full send either way. Lane Hutchinson played well. Oh my gosh. I don't know, that final goal, that overtime goal looked super nice, huh?
Yeah, I kind of figured the U.S. was going to win bronze against Sweden. I didn't think this year's Swedish team was as good as years past. I thought they kind of lacked the defense. And boy, was I right. And man, they missed having Jesper Wallstedt because, man, they got lit up like an 8-7 game. It was some sloppy hockey in some ways, and also some really good offensive hockey in others. And I mean, it's a good game, I guess, if you just enjoy goal scoring, because I mean, it's crazy. I feel like so many players got like 3 or 4 point games. Like Chaz Lucius from the Americans had 4 points.
What a good pick by Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, Winnipeg Jets prospect, along with Rutger McGorty, who also popped off for 3 points. Like, just really crazy stuff. And one guy I just want to talk about a little bit because he really deserved it. He was awesome this tournament, was Logan Cooley.
Yeah, he played pretty well. Snuggerud played good too.
Snuggerud, yeah, St. Louis Blues prospect, Jimmy Snuggerud, like just unreal performance. I feel like he got an assist on every goal.
He was always on like every point that I was looking. Karagoche played well too. That
big line.
The big line played really well.
Stepped up for the U.S.
Because I believe in the tournament, a lot of people thought that this team was more of a physical team. They couldn't really score that many goals on the top end, but they showed that they could.
Oh, that was definitely wrong. This team scored at will. The problem for the States was stopping the puck. That was really hard. They weren't doing a very good job of keeping the puck out of their net this tournament, but they did a heck of a good job at scoring goals.
One guy I'm extremely disappointed in is Axel Palika. I hate this guy. I shouldn't say that, but like, I drafted you. I thought you were PP1. You got me 1 point in this whole tournament.
Yeah, he's a 17-year-old. You got to give him some time. Maybe next year.
Leo Carlson looked good, though. My boy. Leo Carlson, you're the man. You're going to be a future star in the NHL. I don't know about superstar, but you're going to be a good player.
Yeah, this is kind of a takeaway from this tournament in general this year. This is probably the best tournament I've ever seen for 17-year-old players. Of course, right after it started, Leo Carlson turned 18. But he started at 17, so we're going to consider him a 17-year-old player. His birthday was just after Christmas. Kind of wild, actually, that timing. But this kid was absolutely unreal, playing on the first line as that young of a player, playing with Philip Bysted, who was absolutely unreal in this tournament, putting up points like crazy. A lot of people didn't expect that. A lot of people thought it would be some of the other kids that are a little more experienced internationally, but Bysted was just great with Carlson. That duo took over for Sweden.
Yeah. And Östlund played well, too.
And Östlund was starting to bring it near the end of the... When it got to the playoffs, he turned it up, too. Really good Buffalo Sabres prospect. Man, it feels like everyone we talk about is a Buffalo Sabres prospect.
Yeah, Buffalo has a fantastic future. They're a very exciting team to watch. They have super good players now in the system with Owen Power and Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson and all these guys, Jack Quinn. And then you throw in these upcoming guys, oh my God.
Oh, now they got Yuri Kulich and Noah Östlund coming.
And now we found out they have a goaltender in Luka Pekkanen. So I was like, I don't know.
This team's on the come up. Go Buffalo. It's your time to shine, man.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see where this team is going to go in 2 years when the big contracts like Opozo gets expired and stuff like that, and they have more cap flexibility. It's going to be interesting to see how this team does.
At the end of every single World Juniors, the media comes out with an all-tournament team. They pick 3 forwards, 2 defensemen, and 1 goalie who perform best in this tournament. And for this year, I think they did a kick-ass job at it. For the forwards they had, Logan Cooley from the United States, absolutely amazing player, just popped off this tournament, carried America to their bronze medal. Connor Bedard, no shocker here, MVP of the tournament, 23 points. This guy was an absolute stud. And Yuri Kulich from the Czech Republic, 7 goals, 2 assists, 9 points. This guy is as clutch as they get. He's basically Czech Republic's version of Jordan Eberle in this tournament, and just one hell of a job by this kid. Now, Hohen, you can give us the defense and goaltending.
So the first defenseman that I have is Ludwig Jansen from the Swedish team. He leads all defensemen in this tournament in points, and with 10 points, which really upsets me a little bit because obviously I took Axel Palika and he got 1 point. So I got the defenseman wrong completely. It just
a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, just a little bit of a gap, but a tad disappointed, I must say, but good on this player, man. I did not expect that. And this other defenseman is David Jiricek. He's been unreal. Columbus Blue Jackets have a good one here. I know I was complaining about him in the previews about him being a Palom, but that was for the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's on a different tier of game, a different tier league. I'm sure he will adjust over the offseason, and he's going to grow into that size, and he played terrific two-way hockey in this tournament. It's unreal, both offensively and defensively, putting up a bunch of minutes. Very good to see. Very promising player. And lastly, for the goaltender, we got Thomas Suchkanek from Czechia. Man, this guy needs no introduction. He was probably the best goalie in the tournament by a long way.
Borderline MVP if it wasn't for Bedard.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, I don't think this team would have went to the finals. So it just shows, and being first place in their table as well. It's just Czechia deserves a pat on the back. They just developed such good, solid players that bought into the system, and their goalie played absolutely unreal.
And that guy never lost a single game in regulation. Both of his only 2 losses came in overtime.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Unreal.
We just wanted to do one takeaway each before we wrap this up here. And something that stood out to us that we really didn't expect in this tournament. And for me, I'll start off. It was Team Finland's performance. This team in August, when they just held the tournament because of COVID for the 2022, was a really great team. They made it to the final against Canada, and they only lost barely by like an inch from a puck that just about crossed the net. And this year they came back, and not only were they not in like the final again, they didn't even make the semifinals this year. Their team performance was not what I expected. The coach was doing some wonky stuff with the lines. Guys like Joachim Kemmel, their best player, was playing like 13 minutes, some games 14 minutes. It was really wild. He was on the third line a couple of games. Like, I have no idea what that team was doing with their lines, but guys like him and Brad Lambert, Winnipeg Jets prospect, really underachieved. He had 1 point in 5 games. That's not going to cut it if you want your team to get a medal. I was just disappointed in Finland overall.
Yeah, I was also very disappointed in Finland. I know I was joking around with Finland about Finland losing the first round, but I didn't expect them to actually lose the first round. So yeah, that's very disappointing for Finland. They should be ashamed. They need to a lot of improvement. For surprises for me, I got 2 really quick ones because one of them is extremely obvious, and that's Czech Republic. The fact that they won the ticker table and the fact that they got the silver medal and put up a fantastic fight against Canada in the finals is surreal. Everyone bought in. The goalie played great. The defense played great. Even the offensive players were chipping in. They worked as a community. It was so great to see. They were working in unison. I loved it. The other one would be USA, actually. USA, the top line, because people were complaining that, this team is more of a hitting. They couldn't score.
Yeah.
That top line absolutely looked
they could score.
They could score. Logan Cooley is absolutely insane. Like, he is a terrifically skilled player. Arizona is so lucky to have this player for years to come. And Cutter Gaucher, he was a very good complementary player.
He stepped up a lot at the end when it mattered. When the games mattered, he really brought it. Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see how he's going to pan out for the Philadelphia Flyers, because I believe Philadelphia
picked overall pick, yeah.
Yeah, picked him pretty high there. So I want to see how he's going to pan out over there. The other guy, Snuggerud, he also played absolutely crazy.
Late first round pick by St. Louis Blues. He was actually borderline just as up there with Cooley with impact he had on this offense. It was wild.
Yeah, so yeah, that would be probably my biggest surprise. There was no surprise with Canada there. But
we kind of both predicted Canada would win this tournament, but we didn't expect Czechia to be second.
Nope.
And didn't expect the U.S. to score this many goals, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, guys, and before we send you off for the day, we have one more business we have to take care of here. This one's a little unfortunate. At the beginning of the World Juniors, as you saw in maybe our draft video me and Hohen did something a little fun where we each took 10 players and we did a fantasy draft for the World Juniors players. The loser had to take a shot of Tabasco hot sauce. Unfortunately, because of my own stupidity and not picking enough players of the right position, I lost to Hohen by like 5 points. It really sucked.
So essentially what happened was he took 3 defensemen where there was a requirement that we had to take 4 defensemen. So we didn't count the 10th player that he picked, and that
Who is Jimmy Snuggerud. Would have been the second best player on my team, but it didn't count. So because of that, I ended up getting no points for my 4th defenseman. And now I have to suffer the punishment of downing this disgusting, vile...
Oh, it smells bad.
Yeah, this is not going to be very fun.
Go, Scott! Go, Scott! Go, Scott! Go, Scott! Go, Scott!
Should I even smell it first, or should I just drink it?
just go straight. Yeah, that thing is disgusting.
Ooh.
Why would you do that?
I'm dumb. What do you want? I'm clearly dumb. I didn't pick a defenseman. It wasn't very bright. I don't know if I can shoot this fast. This might be a slower, more painful drink. We'll see. Oh. 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 I'm never fucking up again.
All right, so that's all we got for this video today. If you like this video, please consider giving a like and subscribe. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of it, guys. Bye.